The NCAA revenue for 2018 was well over $1 billion. Yet college athletes did not receive a single dollar for it. How is this fair when these college athletes are the entire reason NCAA earns the amount of money they make? It's only right to pay these college athletes. This, however, brings many questions. If colleges begin to pay their athletes, how exactly will they be paid? Where would the money come from? Would all athletes be paid equally? And would this affect their financial aid? In an article from ESPN, they give the example of the California bill Fair Pay to Play Act on how college athletes could be paid. This could be by using their name, image, or their likeness through commercials and merchandise. Small or large businesses can hire college athletes to use to promote their products. The Fair to Play Act also addresses if college athletes would be paid equally. The federal law, Title IX, states that no college is allowed to discriminate against any group based on their sex. This law would mean that college sports would have to give equal benefits and opportunities to both sexes. However, this would not mean everyone receives the same pay. They will just have an equal opportunity to receive compensation. As for college athletes' financial aid, it could affect the way they receive scholarships. In an article by Mark Edelman, he argues that if an athletic scholarship was crafted to make scholarship money contingent upon the athlete actually competing in his sport or fulfilling some other legal requirement, then the IRS would instead treat the scholarship as a quid pro quo, and thus it would not be excludable from gross income. But still, even though this may affect the way they receive scholarships, they are still better off being paid. In an article from Business Insider by Steve Cameron, it was found that in 2014, the 10 schools that made the most money on college sports averaged revenue that was $132.5 million more than the average those schools spent on scholarships. Many continue to argue college athletes shouldn't be paid because paying them defeats the purpose of college, which is a place to receive an education. However, many of these college athletes dedicate the majority of their time in these sports, risk their bodies while playing, and still continue their studies. It's not fair they're not paid while colleges and NCAA make a profit out of them. College athletes should receive salary and brand deal income because they are technically employees, are a source of entertainment and income, hold constitutional rights, and dedicate copious amounts of time and resources to their trade.